Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Let's Play, or Let's Read, it could go interchangeably, Tsukihime, A Piece, A Blue Glass Moon, Impulse Inversion, we know what that is, oh boy, oh boy, I think we might see the white woman today. Now we've seen a number of white women, most of them are French, but we still need to see the white woman. So, it was something Master once told me. The lines that I see are the parts that break more easily. The same as how a human body has weaknesses, like at the joints or the eyes, or really any orifice. I can cut anything without worrying about resistance or friction, just by lightly tracing the lines with a blade. Now, does it have to be a blade? Can you do it with a spoon? Is a spoon sharp enough? Because he said he did it with his finger. Did the fingernail count? Like, these are the questions I have. What specifies a blade? Does a lance count as a blade? What about an axe? What about like a bayonet end? Right? Again, these are the questions. Can you do it like a children's toy? Like if I had like a Power Rangers plastic one that's meant to simulate a blade? Is it the conceptual blade, like for example Karna's fists? Anyways, whether it's the human body or inanimate objects, there are lines in all that I see.
よく聞いてね、シキ。あらゆるものは壊れてしまうという運命を内包しているの。形がある以上、こればっかりは逃れようのない前提でしょ?
Hey, what's a Mystic Eyes of Death Perception user's favorite genre of music? Breakcore. In other words, the world is stitched up. It's only ever a step away from breaking apart, much like my mental health. Say the scribbles run across the earth. Then one day, for maybe no reason at all, the ground could come apart and everything would break. Yeah, it's called notes, or maybe even Fate Extra. That's what my reality is like.
そして、私たち人間はさらに細かく壊れやすい。怪我も回復も、老化も成長も、流星も衰弱も、すべては終わりに近づく変化だから。
This is lovely to be reminded of every now and then. It's great. It's great to remember how short our time is on this planet. That sarcasm I hated, actually. I never felt more thankful for Master's glasses than when I first came to understand those words. I couldn't have survived if I had to see those lines all the time. It'd be very different. I'd be closer to Saya no Uta, if anything, right? Fragile lines in all things. An unbound, unstable world. Nothing can be gained from seeing them. Nothing at all. Unless you're fighting. They're pretty good for that. I awake from an old memory. Feeling the light through my eyelids, I reach over to the other side of the bed. My glasses are gone? Uh-oh. As worry creeps in, I try the other side of the pillow, where I find my glasses waiting me. Oh, thank God. It's like putting your phone on your bed, and you go to wake up, and you feel around, and you're like, where's my phone? Also, you shouldn't put your phone on your bed, but alas, Pokemon sleep. I usually make sure to place them on my left. That's because that awful headache I had last night. Yeah, with the doggos. I put on my glasses before I open my eyes. Nothing will be wrong. The ritual would probably look strange to anyone who saw it, but I try to avoid seeing the lines even from the moment I wake up.
おはようございます、シキ様。
Oh. Well, there is someone who witnessed it. I look over towards the source of the voice to find a girl in a maid uniform standing by the wall. I didn't even notice her. It seems she's been there a while too. She must be here for the same reason as yesterday. Make sure I don't oversleep.
そっか、ごめん。驚くのはおかしかった。おはよう、翡翠。起こしに来てくれてありがとう。
それが私の役割ですから、どうかお気になさらないようお願いします。
I mean, it is a good thing. Our guy here thinks alarm clocks are degenerate. God, I hope that line is in this. God, it won't be, but I really hope it is. It's so funny. It's one of those, just the phrase, I find alarm clocks degenerate is... Oh, wait, no, wait, was that Shiro? Wait, am I getting them mixed up? One of them likes alarm clocks, one of them hates alarm clocks, and I forget which is which, actually. Wait, I'm Googling it. I need to Google this. Type moon alarm clocks degenerate. Who said that one? Okay, no. It was alarm clocks are degenerate was Shiro. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, that was Shiro. He says, I think alarm clocks are degenerate, so I haven't used one since I was a kid. No, that was Shiro. Right. So, okay. Very funny. Anyways, I hope that line is in the official, Fate Stay Night release, which, for context, I will not be doing a Let's Play of. But I have things planned during that time. It should make sense when we get there. But I will be playing it on my own because I just want to see, one, to go back and be like, oh, now I recognize some of these references and things that went over my head. But two, I want to see some of the translation choices. And you don't want to be watching me do the same game 120 episodes when I could be doing other things. Hisui lowers her head solemnly. She stops and raises it back up in one fluid motion.
いえ、驚かすのが仕事ということではなく、明日は四季様を驚かせないよう努力いたします。
Hisui can be a little strange sometimes. I get the impression that, while she's a perfect maid, she's not quite used to speaking with people.
いや、翡翠には何の問題もないと思うよ。まだ慣れていない俺が悪いんだ。
It has only been a couple days. I get up from bed and realize that I'm wearing pajamas. I remember changing into my uniform to see what was up with that howling, and then I passed out on the bed after coming back. Oh.
おかしいな。俺、制服のまま眠ったと思うんだけど。
はい。あのままではお体に悪いので、姉さんに来てもらって。
Right.
寝巻きに着替えさせていただきました。
That is so infantilizing. It's so bad. Hisui plainly explains what happened. Oh, that makes sense. They changed my clothes for me. I don't know if there's anything especially unhealthy about sleeping in my uniform, but I guess it could get wrinkled. They sure are professional Hold up.
着替えだって。
I quickly check my pants and underwear. Both look brand new. Why would they have to change the Okay. I understand don't go to sleep in your clothes from the day. You're sweaty. That makes sense. But why the underwear? She just did that for shits and giggles.
翡翠。
はい。何でしょう。
気を使ってくれたのは嬉しいんだけど、これからは何としても起こしてくれ。着替えっていうのは、ほら、やっぱり自分でやるものだし。
Just even the mental image of them changing a sleeping Shiki is so deeply embarrassing. And I'm on a different realm of existence from them. I can't even imagine being him. I look down embarrassed. Hisui, on the other hand, simply nods in affirmation.
学校の制服はそちらに畳んであります。着替えがお済みになられましたら、今においでください。
I wonder how many copies of the school uniform he has. He's a one and done one, or if there's a couple.
気がつくもんだけど、そんなに疲れてたのか。
There's no point dwelling on it. I can't change what's already happened. Unlike how they changed my me-undies. I should change and head down for breakfast. My uniform is folded up neatly. She's even gone to the trouble of ironing this shirt. Feels like putting on a new shirt for the first time. I hate ironing. Truly do. It's such a... We need to fix ironing. We need to solve it. It's not right. It's too old. It doesn't make sense to me. Akiya and Kohaku are already in the parlor. Having probably finished breakfast some time ago, Akiya is gracefully sipping a cup of tea. I'm going to greet them both.
二人ともおはよ
おはようございます、四季さん。
Kohaku smiles radiantly, her homey white apron accentuating the warmth she naturally exudes. Aki, on the other hand, only glances my way.
今朝は随分とゆっくりなんですね、兄さん。まさかとは思いますが、休日と勘違いしているとか？
No mercy, not even in the morning. Well, I didn't greet
う。
her
ゆっくりっ
specifically.
てまだ7時を過ぎたばかりじゃないか。ここからうちの高校まで徒歩30分ちょいなんだ。今日は早起きした方だよ。
つまり朝食にかける時間は10分だけですか。
Oh,
お腹を空かせた犬じゃないんですから、朝食はゆっくりとってください。
I hate people that are like, you need to slowly eat your food. Yeah, sorry. Eating quickly has been literally forced onto me. Back when I was in school, we had a 10-minute lunch break, and then it was 45 minutes outside for recess. And like, you try eating a full lunch in 10 minutes? That's nearly impossible. It's not happening. And then I'd get in trouble. Why didn't you eat your whole lunch? And so then I'd have to go and stay inside for recess. Then I couldn't play with my friends. So I had to learn to eat super fast. So now, eating slow, I can't do. Because I feel like I'm going to lose out on opportunities. So, sorry. Some of us, that's just part of how we live. Akia wastes no time in pummeling my defenses. Her lightning-quick reflexes and razor-sharp rebukes ought to be feared. Like playing tennis with a wall, everything I throw at her comes right back at me.
兄さん、何か今不審なことを言いかけましたか？
いや、何も。それより犬じゃないんですからって秋葉。
It reminds me. I should ask about the dog from last night.
なあ秋葉、昨日の夜のことだけど、ここって毎晩ああなのか？
はい。
だから昨日の夜の話だよ。あれじゃ秋葉たちだって眠れなかっただろ。
昨夜はきちんと熟睡できましたけど。
何の話かって、犬の話に決まってるだろ。夜の11時頃、野犬が吠えっぱなしだったじゃないか。
Akia and Kohaku share a glance before casting concerned gaze in my direction. They're looking at me like I'm a madman for imagining the chaos doggo.
いい。
I'm calling
秋葉
that.
には聞か
That's
ない。
no. I'm on the side. The way that it disappeared, the fact it's there, that dog over there is Nero Chaos. It is. I'm calling it. And like, yeah, I know he's not in the game. I know, like that's not a spoiler. Yeah, I know about the other guy. I know about him. That was him out there. But look, depending on how they do Red Garden, there's a chance, okay? I want to see my boy Fabro Rowan.
琥珀さん、昨日の夜はうるさかったよね。
どうなんでしょうか。
Wouldn't it be messed up if they were just like, yeah, we heard the dog, but let's pretend we didn't just to mess with him.
確かに昨夜は風が強かったとは思いますけど、深夜の見回りで発見した異常は四季さんが制服のままベッドの上で眠っていらしたことぐらいですよ。
ああ、それですか。これからは気をつけます。
何かあったの、琥珀？いえ、別に何もありませんでしたよ。ちょっと四季さんの寝相が悪かったというだけですから。
Yeah, like being so asleep that you can fully change my clothes while I'm asleep. Kawaku dodges the question with a smile.
本当に二人とも気がつかなかったのか？昨日の夜、30分ぐらい外で野犬が吠えてたのに。
はあはあ、それはワンワンパニックですね。
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I can't fully understand the pun in Japanese, but there is obviously something because she said wan, so there's something there. I can't quite tell if she actually believes me or not.
まあ、わかりやすく言うとそういうこと。
ふん。私はそんな覚えはありませんけど、琥珀もないでしょ？そうですね。四季さんには申し訳ないのですが、そのようなことはなかったと思います。
決まりね。あと考えられるケースといったら、兄さんは犬に吠えられる夢でも見ていた。
What a
と
very
いうところか
strange,
しら。
incredibly specific dream. Why are you smiling about that like that? She looks so pleased about the dream theory. With how confident they both seem, I'm starting to doubt myself now. It's almost like I'm surrounded by people who gaslight me. Now that I think about it, it was weird. There wasn't even a dog when I went to look. There was a white guy. Oh. Oh. No, he's been like erased from our brain. There can't have been anyone. When they say it like that, it really does start to feel more and more like a dream.
兄さんはまだ屋敷に慣れていないから、そんなたちの悪い夢を見たんでしょう。そうですね。今夜も野犬に吠えられるようでしたら、とびっきり獰猛な番犬でも飼うことにしましょうか。
A malicious smile creeps onto Akiha's lips.
私は時間ですので、お先に失礼します。兄さん、登校中に犬に襲われないよう気をつけてくださいね。
Akiha leaves the parlor with a graceful stride. Kohaku bows to me before leaving to see her off. Weird flash. Some things I wonder how much is intentional. Like, there's little delays and flashes and stuff. I wonder how much is intentional and how much is the fact I'm playing the Switch version. Because apparently these games are kind of intensive to run on a PC. Like, they don't work on low-end PCs. This or Witch on the Holy Night. I eat breakfast in the dining room and exit the lobby. Also, I could plug in a... Oh, want to see something crazy? Okay, I'm going to plug in to my Switch. Check this out. All right, I'm going to plug into my Switch here a USB mouse. Okay, I have this. All right, I plugged a USB mouse into my Switch. Will this work? Oh, okay, maybe it has to be wired. Oh, darn it. Okay, I've heard USB mouse. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. USB mouse works on the consoles. I just have a wireless dongle, that's why it's not working. And on the PlayStation version, you can use the touchpad as a mouse because there's full mouse controls for this, which is that's fun. That's a fun thing, I think. Anyways, I eat breakfast in the dining room and exit the lobby. Hisui follows behind me with a bag in hand. My bag. I told her I could carry it on my own, but she insisted she hold it at least until the entrance. I guess Akiha isn't the only one that has me at a disadvantage. Or maybe in Hisui's case, I'm just soft. Akiha beats me over the head with her ironclad logic. It's also hard to defy her when her status holds more weight around here than mine. It's the opposite when it comes to Hisui. I'm in a position where I can boss Hisui around, but I couldn't possibly bring myself to. Yeah, that you would be a bad person. There's something about the way she looks at me. I just want to listen to whatever she says. She doesn't say anything, though, so I guess we're at a standstill. Oh, is she gonna trip down the stairs? Kwaku hurries down the steps from the second floor. No, she's too graceful. I have no idea how she can run in that outfit. Hisui draws back as Kohaku approaches.
琥珀さんは秋葉と一緒じゃなかったの？
秋葉様はお車で学校に向かわれますから。
Oh, I thought you drove her.
今朝は四季さんにお届け物があるので屋敷に残らせていただいたんです。
お届け物って俺に？
Oh, this is when we get it.
はい。昨日有馬家の方から荷物が届いたんですよ。
Oh, I thought he had it with him always. I don't remember if this was the case in the original. It has been a moment. A bright smile flashes across Kohaku's face.
いや、俺は自分の荷物は全部持ってきたよ。もともと向こうで使ってたのは有馬の家のものだったから、自分のものなんて着てる服ぐらいで。
そうなんですか？こちらが届けられたお荷物ですけど。
Kohaku hands me a narrow wooden box about 20 centimeters in length. It's light.
琥珀さん、俺はこんなの見たこともないんだけど。
四季さんのお父様の遺品とのことですけど、四季さんに譲られるようにと遺言があったとか。
あの親父が俺に？
That hardly seems real. Why would the man who forced me out 7 years ago leave me something in his will?
まあいいや。琥珀さん、これ部屋に置いておいて。
Kawaku's eyes are fixated on the box, curiosity plastered all over her face. She's like a kid staring at a birthday present. It's not a...
じー。
あの親父が。
じじじじ
Anyways, it's not a, like, video game shaped box, so, like, I never got excited when it wasn't that shape as a kid. Or maybe she is a kid.
わかりました。中身が気になるんですね、琥珀さんは。
いえ、そんなことはないですよ。ただ、どん
Don't
な
say it
贈
with
り
that
物なの
tone.
か興味があるだけで。
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say.
なら開けてみましょう。せーの。
The box opens with a dry clack. Inside is a thin iron shaft, about 15 centimeters long. Okay. Okay, this is the first time we really get a good look at it. Dang, that is nice. That is legitimately really nice.
鉄の棒だ。
It's a plain thing, unadorned, but seems to show signs of heavy use. My father must have really not cared for me if he left me something like this. And I seem to recall the rod he used being thicker and even less decorated. The what? What are you talking about? Huh?
違いますよ、四季さん。これ、果物ナイフなんじゃないでしょうか。
Kawaku takes the iron shaft out of the box.
ほら、飛び出しナイフってあるじゃないですか。あれと同じみたいです。せーの。
See, the only thing I'm always worried about with these is what if you're holding it in your hand and like you press the button and it opens up the wrong way, so like it's going right through your hand? Okay, that one goes straight out. Okay, that's not bad. With a metallic noise, a 10-centimeter blade shoots out. It really is a knife. It's got a nice little like the little pattern there, showing use, right?
中の構造は今風のようですが、外側は随分と古いものみたいですね。ほら、裏に年号も書かれています。
Kawaku retracts the blade and hands me the knife. She's right. There's a number just below the grip. The character for 7 read Nana or Shichi, and the character for night, Yoru or Ya. Oh, huh. Because they would always say it's Nana Yoru or right? But so I was like, that was always weird. Why is it Nana Yoru? But it can be literally read Nanaya. Oh, Nana and even Shichi. Oh, there's some interesting stuff there. See, this is important. That's really good localization.
姉さん、これ年号じゃない。七つ夜と書かれているだけよ。
Yeah, Nanatsu Yoru. Yeah, that's what it would usually come up as. But the way they wrote it there, they make it clear. It could say Nanaya. Huh. I look back to see Hisui standing directly behind me, sneaking a glimpse at the knife.
びっくりした。脅かさないでくれ、翡翠。そんな後ろから覗かなくても、見たければ、ほら。
失礼いたしました。その担当があまりに綺麗でしたから、つい。
綺麗？これ、綺麗って言うかな。
So the only thing I'll say is, so they gave Hisui a brand new, it's her last arc, right? They gave her a new last arc instead of because she had the the glitch question in the old Melty Bloods, but they gave her a new one involving a blade. I don't know if that's a thing. I think from what I recall hearing, that's not a thing from Tsukihime Remake, but rather a gag from one of the mangas. Which, yeah, I will plan to do some of the read some of the mangas there, because they're cool, and none of them are in English officially, so we gotta find a way to read them.
どっちかっていうと鈍いというか古臭い感じだけど。
そんなことはありません。由緒正しい鼓動だと思います。
Is a new character trait just really being into blades, though, for you?
そうなの。俺にはガラクタにしか見えないけど。
Seeing Hisui so resolute about it has stirred my own curiosity. Yeah, not a bad memento now that I look at it.
7つ夜ですか。その果物ナイフの名前でしょうかね。
I don't think many people would bother naming a knife, but it does seem like a relic from a different time. I stow it away in my bag. It may technically be against the law to carry it around, but one day couldn't hurt. That is so stupid to say. Shiki, imagine if it like imagine doing the same thing with a gun, right? Oh, it's illegal to carry it around, but you know, what's one day in my back pocket? You could literally just hand it to her and say, "Put it in my room, please." Nope. I'll brag to Arihiko about it. Oh, that's why. Okay, you want to use it as a one-up on him, okay. Though that depends on if he actually comes to school or not.
シキ様、お時間はよろしいのですか？
まずい、そろそろ行かないと間に合わないか。それじゃあ琥珀さん、届け物ありがとう。
Neither of them are saying anything about him taking a knife to school. Oh my god. Kawaku waves as we leave. They just don't, they're not saying a single thing about it, even though it literally could be the biggest controversy for the family. Okay. I noticed commotion nearby after we exit the main gate.
なんだろう。なんかあっちの方騒がしくないか。
それが、今朝方あちらの路面で血痕が発見されたそうです。
血痕？血の跡ってことか。
はい。屋敷の塀にも血の跡がありました。シキ様がお眠りの間、警察の方々が昨夜の様子を尋ねにいらしたようです。
それって人が死んでたとか？
いえ、発見されたのは血の跡だけだそうです。
It's even more concerning, all things considered. The road on the east side of the estate. That's where I went to look last night. Blood. A crimson red stain that stains anything it touches. I don't remember seeing anything that vivid last night. The only things here were the black of night and the biting cold. The warmth of blood was nowhere to be found. Yeah, because the way it sounded like the death was, again, it sounded like a chaos beast, which would not bleed. They would just kind of goop away.
いや、なんでもない。それじゃあ行ってくるよ。見送りありがとう。
行ってらっしゃいませ。どうか、みちみちお気をつけて。
Hisui bows deeply. All I'm doing is going to school, but I suppose this is Hisui's way of showing concern for my condition.
ありがとう。なるべく気をつける。翡翠も気をつけて。
I thank Hisui as I wave goodbye and leave the front gate behind. Just walking around with a knife in your pocket, what are you doing, bro? Yo, the music. Just before homeroom. The classroom is as lively as always. The boys and girls are still locked in battle over Miss Noel. Oh right, the Predator! Thankfully, I don't belong in either camp. Because I would have been on this side of Ga until that occurred. I amble over to my desk in the middle of no man's land and...
Yo! 遅いぞっとの!
Wow, you're here. Waiting at my window side desk is someone who looks totally out of place in the morning. Not only that...
おはようございます、トーノくん。
What, you being here is very strange. He's with someone even more unexpected.
先輩、なんでうちの教室に？
あれ？そんなに珍しいことですか？トーノくんが教室にいるかなってち ちょっと寄ってみただけですけど。
I'm gonna be real, CL. It's not your route. You don't gotta be here.
珍しいことです。普通上級生は下級生のクラスには来ませんよ。下級生のクラスとかもろ異分子って感じで恥ずかしいじゃないですか。
そうですか。遠野くん、割と細かいところに気が利くんですね。でも私はへっちゃらですよ。みんな同じ学校の人たちですから。
What a saint. Oh, buddy. You don't even know. I'm at a loss for
いや、
words.
それでも3年と2年じゃ距離が離れすぎです。ホームルーム遅刻しても知りませんよ。
CL nods seriously.
その点でも大丈夫です。私、こう見えても走るのは早いんです。下の階の自分のクラスまで1分もかかりません。
I'm just imagining her speed walking. It was really funny. She puffs out her chest with pride. Tough in both body and soul.
お前も口やかましいな、トノ。いいじゃんか、先輩が好きで来てるんだからさ。
Arihiko, being Arihiko, is just sitting on my desk without a care in the world, fully immersed in his chat with CL.
いいけど、じゃあホームルームが始まる2分前になったら自分のクラスに帰らないとダメだよ。
Suddenly, feeling a wave of fatigue, I voice my discontent and sit down.
乾くん、遠野くんはご機嫌斜めみたいですね。
ああ、引っ越し先の生活が性に合わなくて感触を起こしてると見ました。遠野は大抵のことは気にしないですけどね。なんかよくわからないことがあると暴れ出す悪癖があるんすよ。
And you have a bad habit of just saying whatever is in your mind, out loud for all to hear.
そうなんですか。遠野くん、あんまり怒りそうにないですけど。
いや、そんなことないんだな、これが。遠野はおとなしそうに見えるだけで爆発するときは爆発するんすよ。割と頻繁にパチッと。
That's the last person who should be taking a knife to school. Just saying.
パチッですか。
そうそう。一度切れると見境がなくなるから、先輩もこいつを信用しちゃダメだぜ。
This is insane because, he's not wrong. We've seen this firsthand, but I don't think he's ever said it out loud. Arihiko and Seal continue whispering in front of me. Thank God I have good ears.
あのさ、内緒話なら廊下でしてくれないか。人の机でそういうことされても丸聞こえで頭痛いんだけど。
なんと聞こえていたというのか、遠野。
Whoop. Yes. Yeah, I can. I didn't just hear you. I could also see when you tried to slip her hand around CL's waist. Under the guise of having a little discussion, now she immediately slapped it away. Oh, bud. Riz Zero. Holy crap. Destroyed. If anything, I'm less angry and more disappointed at that sham of a performance. CL is covering her mouth with her hands, unsure of how serious we are. She may have actually intended to trade secrets. Oh, she's so cute.
おう、これだから文系のメガネ君は俺と先輩のラ・マンな話を盗み聞くとか哀れにも程がありますな。そんなに日々欲求不満なんですか？新しい妹様はそんなに美人なんですか？今度紹介してくれますか？
Alright, this is what, the third time people have referred to him needing to consider if his sister is hot? That's very strange. Once is weird enough. 3 times is the weirdest.
アリヒコ、要するに俺に喧嘩を売ってるんだな。
Also, never date your bro's sister, trust me. It goes bad on every front.
そんなわけないだろう。俺と遠野は輝かしい友人じゃないか。気に食わなけりゃ親とだって殴り合うが、親友とだけは戦わないってのがポリシーなわけ。基本今日に生きる男なんだ俺。
Wow. A code that puts classmates over your own parents? That's messed up.
なるほど。腐ってるな、お前のポリシーは。
なんだ元気のないふりしやがって。根はいつもの遠野じゃんか。たく心配して損したぜ。
My bud pats me hard on the back.
お前、もしかして気を使ってたのか？
ばっかそんなつまんないこと聞くなっての。 こういうのはさりげなくやるのが美徳じゃないのさ。
He thwaps my back some more. I've known Arihiko for a long time, but there's still a lot about him that surprises me.
それで新しい絵はどうなんだ？見たところヘビーにストレス溜まってそうじゃんか。
Oh. Yo, Seal just locked in.
さあどうだろう。とりあえず昨日は妙な夢を見て家の人たちに白い目で見られたけど。
そうか。それは災難だな。
Arihiko nods in sympathy. I turn to the source of the silence. Seal is watching our stupid conversation unfold with a serious look on her face.
先輩？
遠野くん、やっぱり乾くんと仲がいいんですね。
本気ですか先輩。今のを見てそう思えるなんて。そのメガネは度が合ってないですね。
そんなことないです。遠野くん、乾くんの前だと気を抜いてるじゃないですか。無防備で乾くんを信頼しきってます。
For some reason, a bright smile stretches across her face. Arihiko and I look over at each other and tilt our heads.
羨ましいな。そうやって何の気負いもなしで分かり合える友人がいるのって憧れます。
So I'm fully expecting the door to open, Noelle to appear, these two to give each other like death stares and walk out. Because as far as I'm aware, I don't think they're on great terms. Again, I only know what I know just because of Melty Blood. I don't think these two are on doing too great. I'm not 100% sure. Seal lets out a sigh of genuine admiration.
そうか。
Arihiko and I grimace in unison.
そろそろ時間ですね。私は戻りますけど、遠野くん、今朝のニュース見ましたか？
No, because I still don't have a TV.
忙しくて忘れてた。まだ見てません。
そうですか。それじゃあ率直に聞きますけど、今朝のニュースで大きなお屋敷が映っていました。あれって遠野くんのお家ですか？
え？
Yes, we did mention that the police came around to ask some
あ
questions.
あ、それはきっとうちのことかもですね。今朝警察が話を聞きに来たって言ってたし。
そうですか。遠野くん、あんまり夜遊びしちゃダメですよ。
Seal dashes out of the room. We watch her leave in silence.
さてなあトム。
Oh, where's this going? I don't like that tone.
なんだよ。つまんないことなら聞かないからな。
つまらなくはないぞ。大きな疑問として、お前はいつの間に先輩の方から会いに来るほど親しくなってたんだ？
That's the question, isn't it?
俺に聞かれても返答に困る。話をするようになったのはここ最近だし、今日だって単なる気まぐれなんじゃないか。そういうお前だって親しそうだったじゃないか。
Well, I think it's more like he's trying.
そうでもない。俺は7日もかけてやっと名前を覚えてもらったレベルだよ。
ほう、そりゃ珍しい。一日でなびかない女はめんどくさいから相手にしないってのもお前のポリシーじゃなかったっけ？
波の女はな。だが先輩は別。
It's the hips, right?
秘密にしていたんだが、実のところ俺の好みはだな。
メガネの似合う上級生だって言うんだろ。
Oh, buddy, you have... Oh... He doesn't know how much that first part is true. Arihiko blushes.
わかりましたか親友。
わかるよ。眉唾だけど先輩が言うには俺たち親友らしいし、お前が本気かどうかぐらい読み取れる。先輩は本気で可愛いしな。あの人と話して好意を持たない方がおかしい。
Not in this timeline, though. That's later.
そうかそうか。遠野も先輩の良さがわかるのか。ってなんですと？
親友なら気が合うものだし、何より趣味も似通うもんだろ。
Dang.
好きな女の子のタイプなんてもろかも。
Dang, he's just saying it out. Our eyes meet. After a brief but meaningful moment, Arihiko nods solemnly.
短い友情だったなと
ああ、まったくだ。
I sent him off with a wave, and then he just leaves school for the day. Could you imagine? Just then the bell rings for homeroom rings. I love these transitional shots. They're so good at conveying not just time, but like a real sense of place. Morning classes end and lunch break begins. Where should I grab lunch? Let's eat. Let's go to the caf today. Not that we have much of an allowance left, but we'll make do. Look at all these faces. It's so weird to see NPCs with, I mean, some of them are erased if they're far in the background, but it's so strange to see NPCs with actual faces. Oh, nothing happened there. I eat in the cafeteria and return to the classroom. There's still some time before 5th period. The only people in the room are a couple of guys and a friendly group of girls.
あれ
I only just realized. Yumizuka isn't with the girls. She's one of the top 3 standouts in the class. If not the absolute top, it's strange not seeing her there.
欠席だったのかな
Huh. I can't believe I only just noticed. I like to think I'm a little more perceptive than that. Our teacher didn't mention anything, so it must have just been a cold or something. Oh. Huh. 5th period begins. I fight off the temptation of sleep as I scribble down notes during our classic literature class. Our school still doesn't allow note-taking on devices. They said they'll switch to using tablets eventually. It seems like it's going to take another couple of years. Either way, people rarely get in trouble for using their phones in class. It's one of those unspoken agreements. There are plenty of students who use their phones to check their texts, look up information, or just browse the internet. I'm gonna be real. This is a good way of doing it. I think being able to have students take out a cell phone and look up, whatever, if they need, if a teacher says something, they're like, what the frick is that? Being able to look it up yourself is such a good skill. The problem is, you need to have very huge self-control to not browse it the whole class, but use it every now and then, and especially putting in dates, like, that's important. I've always preferred doing things the old-fashioned way, so I write everything by hand. It comes on without warning. A heightened, accelerated sense of awareness. My vision begins to bend, folding and twisting around a single point. My sense of equilibrium shifts as if my brain were spinning on its axis. Everything morphs into a blurred mess. It feels like something is lurking at the back of my head, trying to drive me out of my own skull. I know this feeling. This is the dizzy spell right before my anemia hits. I should have seen this coming. I always knew this was a possibility. Damn it. This hardly ever happens, but I'm gonna pass out in class. Darkness shrouds my vision. I fumble for my desk, grabbing the side of it to steady myself. But it doesn't help. I can't put any strength into my fingers. All I can do is brace for the fall.
先生ちょっといいっすか
What a bro. Just when I expect to lose control, I feel a hearty slap on my back.
遠野のやつ調子が悪そうなんで保健室に連れて行きたいんですけど
Before I know it, Arihiko's standing at my side.
殿、具合が悪いのか
I hear the teacher speaking to me from the front of the room.
これぐらい平気で。
ああ全然ダメだそうです
Oh, this, yeah, bro
これは
bro
早退さ
status.
せた方がいいんじゃないですか
Arihiko's booming voice overshadows my attempt at a reply.
そうか。先生も遠野の体のことは聞いている。殿、体調が優れないなら保健室で休むか。
Yeah, that's important. I can't tell if he's just nice to a fault. He seems to have believed Arihiko wholeheartedly.
ほら帰っていいとよそんな青い顔しやがってまずいと思ったらすぐに言わねえとわからねえだろうが
This is a very new perspective on him. Wow. Arihiko scowls and slaps me across the back.
それじゃあ、早退させてもらいます。
The teacher nods approvingly.
悪い。 アリヒコ、いらない心配をかけさせた。
気にすんな。中学からの腐れ縁だからな。お前が貧血でぶっ倒れそうな雰囲気ってのはすぐにわかんだよ。
I think it's important, if you have any sort of medical thing, to have someone who can look out for you, because a lot of people will not want to. They won't want to be part of it, right? Like, they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to lose opportunities or, like, be a bother. So having someone else be like, no, you should go and not be here is super important. Arihiko returns to his seat. Somehow I get up from my seat and carry myself out of the room. I mean, really, someone should be going with him just to check, but it's fine. It's fine. If he can walk out, he's fine. I exit the school. I decided to pass on resting in the nurse's office. At this time of day, there's a good chance I just end up sleeping until dark. Instead, I decided it would be better to make the trip back to the mansion.
ちょっとは楽になってきたかな。
It must be thanks to the fresh air. Those trees. It's nice. 7 years ago, I survived a life-threatening injury, and the price I paid is my chronic anemia. When I first left the hospital, I used to collapse just about every day. And while I've lost a lot of opportunities from this, I never felt like I missed out on anything important thanks to the support of people around me. After reaching adolescence, most of my symptoms stopped surfacing, at least as long as I didn't move around too much. Every now and again, I'll still get dizzy and lose consciousness for no reason. I'm lucky Arihiko was around today. I probably would have fallen on my face if he weren't. I breathe deeply, sending a volley of fresh air into my lungs. Struggling against the dull water swirling in my head, I make my way from school. I think it's time. I think it's happening. I think we're here. I turn onto the street leading to the station. I don't believe it. Part of my brain must still be spacing out. By force of habit, I almost went through the ticket gate. I don't live with the Arimas anymore. I live in the Tono mansion now. There's no need for me to catch a train. I still don't feel well. I put a hand to my forehead and realize I have a slight fever. No point in heading home if I'm going to pass out on the street before I get there.
しょうがないな。
Disappointed by my own frailty, I carefully prop myself down on a bench. Maybe I'll just rest here until I feel better. Oh, if only you had a cell phone to ask to be picked up because of your medical condition. But then again, I feel like his pride would absolutely not let that happen. Not wanting to put Kohaku out for this, Absent-mindedly, I watch the crowds in front of the station. Just past 2 in the afternoon. The city is as busy as ever. People stream past me in waves. Each and every one of them is far too absorbed in reaching their destination to bother looking at who's around them. The place is swarming with people, yet everyone's too immersed in their own little world to notice. They're each the main character in their own story. Some of them also think they're the main character of life, which is the worst. Please don't be like that. Today is just another day in the story of their lives. Despite seeing perfectly well, they spend every moment in willful ignorance. Their days never intersect, nor do their respective paths deviate. Preferring to expend as little effort as possible to reap the most basic level of comfort, it seems people have chosen a life of individualism to only interact when absolutely necessary. I don't know if it's my fever, but something has me feeling sentimental.
帰ろう。
I'm feeling better anyway. And the longer I sit here, the longer I'll dwell on this stuff. Lifting myself from the bench, I join the masses. I start for the mansion, my head still heavy from the anemia. Right now, all I want to do is lock myself in my room, close my eyes, take off my glasses, and just breathe. White woman spotted. Until I see her. I'm almost certain time itself has stopped. Every part of me is being drawn in, the moment forever imprinting itself onto my memory. Golden hair, crimson eyes, white clothes against porcelain skin, pure as driven snow, not a blemish to be found, like a sacred summit, yet untainted by man. My pulse skyrockets, bodily rhythms go haywire, my veins and arteries dilate, every nerve in my body fires, as this phantasm feverishly warms my spinal cord. To say I'm captivated would be an understatement. I stopped walking what feels like ages ago. As she leaves my peripheral vision, I turn around to not lose sight of her. I realize I haven't been breathing. I feel nauseous. I can't breathe. The pain is unbearable. I can't remember how to breathe. I always wonder what her necklace is. My throat is on fire. My eyes feel like they're about to burst. My palms are slippery. Yet deprived of blood, my fingertips are so cold they're numb. I'm drenched in sweat. I recall that I'm still an animal, still alive. It gets me breathing again. But my will... I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't choose anything. All I wanted was to go home. My will snaps like a tightrope, and I plunge into the depths below. I have to follow her. I have to follow that woman. I have to follow her. Follow her and speak with her. Dragging my frozen feet, I pant like a... You really don't want to say dog? It's okay. Or is that meant to be animal? Be an animal. I follow after my fair prey. The woman walks slowly. She has no idea I exist. Questions, one after another, graze the back of my mind. She doesn't know I exist? That's so goddamn stupid. Could she be the one? She hasn't noticed me yet. She must be returning from something, must be. She's probably exhausted out of strength. Which means this is it. My chance to her. For sure. That could be filled with many four-letter words. Sit, yes, that's now, eh? That's, I want to taste this R-I-P-E-N-E-D? Ripened fruit. When was I last satiated? I want to pursue her, to tear her apart. Not for self-gratification or mere sex, something more primal. He said the S word. I thought that was illegal now. Okay, so I want to savor her. To... my brain was like, was that birth? No. Bring her low. Oh no. I don't like that phrasing. I can't remember. I still... Snot, yep, foot, rib, yari. Okay, so every fiber of my being wants to blank her. Can't remember the first time. I sigh, but the breath doesn't feel like mine. I claw at my chest to stem my emotions from bursting. The woman weaves through the crowd looking delectable. My throat is on fire. I haven't been breathing. And what about it? Of course I haven't. A push like that would get anyone going. Take it out of my bag and slide it into my pocket as I walk. My fingers trace along the iron. I can't believe my luck. I even have the necessary tools. Incredible. I'm so close. Our secret rendezvous has me nearly over the edge. I should keep my distance so she doesn't notice. So no one gets in my way. We're total strangers, so I need to track her scent as naturally as I can. Dang. Her apartment looks remarkably similar to the one in Paradox Spiral. Huh. She enters an apartment complex. It's really quite simple. Automatic glass doors, tight security. Non-residents can't even enter the lobby. I swear to God, if he just cuts the system. Oh. I wrap around to the emergency exit, stash my jacket in the shadows. Cut. Enter. The lobby is empty. I look at the elevator. The light is stopped at the top floor. Click. I call the elevator with the button. Enter. I shiver as I cross the threshold. Her scent remains, causing my lips to curl. This is exciting. Caged in this cramped box, I grip my weapon in my pocket and wait. I hope you mean your knife, buddy. She's so close. In just a few moments, I can finally her. The fact that that can be filled with multiple words is really concerning. Even the fact that he says, like, when was the... He says, like, where was it? He says, is he gonna be here? Like, I still can't remember the first time. The fact is, that could also mean another thing. Reminder, he's not a virgin. I exit the elevator. The hall should be empty. I vacate the box to the other end of the corridor. Still empty. I can't think. Only a single word lingers in my brain. Woman. Oh, there's no way to say that without making me laugh. Could you make a mod for this that replaces it with female? That female. I'm going to. I arrive at the third room. This is the one. All the other rooms are empty. Are you sure? I'm sure. All animals have a decent sense of smell, whether we like it or not. Some have simply forgotten how to use it. Pitiful. Unforgivable, worthless. Civilization's obsession with compassion has instead dealt us an invisible fatal blow. I move to ring the bell, but stop myself. My glasses are in the way. I can't do anything unless I take them off.
いい
What?
決して軽はずみな気持ちで物を見ちゃダメだからね。
Oh! Aoko! A woman said that to me a long time ago. Oh my god. Right now. Oh no! Oh, bro is mega blinded! I can't remember her name, or what she looked like. I slowly remove my glasses. The lines squirm, wrinkling my vision. Even I don't understand. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? What does Shikitono want to do with that woman, to that woman? I don't know. I don't know. So I ring the bell.
はい。
Okay, disagree with that. That high was not a B right there. I hear a voice. The door opens. In that instant, I slide through the gap and into the room. The woman tries to speak, but it's too late. Never will I hear the voice of the woman I so craved. Everything is finished before it can reach me. The sound of metal on metal rings the moment I enter the room. Is it the sound of the door? The grinding of my thoughts? A siren signaling the end? All wrong. What is it? The answer is obvious. There's only one thing it could be. It's the climaxing sigh of my knife leaving its sheath. I pass through the lines running across the woman's body. I stab. I cut. I slice. I carve. Severing piece after piece, until nothing is left untouched by death. All in all, 17 lines across her body. Throat, back the head, right eye to the lips, right upper arm, right forearm, right ring finger, left elbow, left thumb, middle finger, left breast, lower rib cage to the heart, 2 from the stomach to the belly, inner left thigh, outer thigh, left shin across the toes on the left foot. That one was my favorite. It takes less than a second, no longer than a mere passing glance. In the blink of an eye, it's over. She's dismembered into 17 lumps of flesh. So, full disclosure, I've seen this art. I've seen it. A little hard to not. This was shared around quite a bit online, but frick, it's grim. My sister also saw this, and she said it looks to her like Kool-Aid. That's concerning. Oh, that's rough. That's real bad. Oh. I think also I did see one. I saw someone do a frickin' tier list of every part of her. Gross. I don't think these are actually lined up with where they were. Huh. Because that's middle finger. Was it middle finger? I don't know. Her thumb's off. I don't know. A dumbstruck voice reaches my ears. The reality hasn't set in that the voice belongs to me. Feel another flurry of dizziness take hold. Chunks of something are scattered in front of me. The marble floor is covered in an ever-expanding red liquid, like someone tipped over a bucket. You know that scene in The Office where the guy spills his chili? This was my chili. It has been spilled. The smell of blood assaults my nostrils. No entrails have been spilled. The cuts are clean. But a red mist creeps steadily over the ground. It's strange. There's nothing in the room except for me and the woman's scattered remains. The pool is a vivid crimson. The knife is still in my hand. Of course she is. No human could survive something like this. Who gives a shit about the why? Just now, with his own 2 hands, Shikitono butchered a woman he's never seen before in his life. I must have. Or am I wrong? What is that little piece there? Is that? Oh, that's her finger. But I don't have a reason. So this can't be. It can't. I never had a reason to do this. So this can't be. It can't. I'm the only one here. Someone else might have been here before, but I'm the only one left alive here, so this can't be. It can't. No. I had no reason to. I didn't mean to. I wasn't in my right mind. Maybe I never was, so this can't be. It can't. The pool of red continues to swell. A slow, slick wave. It's almost at my feet now. I try to lift my feet, but it's too late. The woman's red blood is viscous like tar. Threads stretch from the floor, clinging to my raised soul. Red blood. It's oozing red because you butchered her. That's right. It wasn't me. It can't have been. It wasn't me. This must be. Interesting choices. Does it actually matter? Huh. It was a bad dream. That's it. Just a terrible dream. But for some reason, the smell of blood feels so fresh, so real. No, 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 no. No, you didn't kill her? Or no, you did kill her? Of course you had a reason. When you saw her, you could only think of one thing. Yes, Shikitono wanted to kill that woman. In that moment, that was all that mattered. My mind had just melted away, so I couldn't put it into words. The stench of blood is making me sick to my stomach. The contents of my stomach flow up. Crimson seeps into my eyes. My head spins. I kneel in the sea of blood. Bile rushes to my throat. I empty the contents of my stomach. Sobbing, I throw up every last bit of food, every last drop of fluid in my body. There is nothing left in me. But as if to deny what happened, to undo everything and turn back time, my body forcibly continues to heave. It hurts. My innards feel like they're burning. Tears continue to stream down my face and I collapse onto the ground like garbage. I am awash in red. Pain seeps through me as I see crimson everywhere. It all feels like a dream. My tears keep spilling. I'm miserable because I killed someone. No, that's not right. I mercilessly butchered someone for no reason whatsoever. I turned her body into chunks of flesh in a flash. I don't understand what's happening. Why do I feel like this? Why did I kill her for no reason? I don't understand. None of this feels like reality. Yeah, I had one of my usual dizzy spells, and I've been dreaming this whole time. How can just one little knife do this to a person? Even with a butcher's saw, I'm pretty sure this should have taken all day. Can't be possible with just a knife. Those lines never existed in the first place, I've been fooling myself into thinking. Bile drips from my lips. I'm covered in it from my chin. There is crimson mixed in. My stomach, despite being empty, continues to squirm and contract, causing my esophagus and throat to bleed. It hurts. That's how I know. This isn't a dream. I'm just lying to myself. I knew all along. I craved the woman from the moment I saw her. The same goes for my eyes. I knew the lines meant it could cut anything I see like paper, and I knew deep down this applied to humans as well. But I never gave it second thought. I was intent on living an ordinary life. If I was capable of killing a person like this, I should have gouged my eyes out, or at least shunned human contact.
ごめん先生。
Aww. I'm so sorry. It was such a simple promise. Yet I couldn't keep my word.
俺はまだ
I don't know. The impulse that was so strong just moments ago seems to have faded entirely. The thought of fighting the urge didn't even cross my mind.
女を殺す
As if it were perfectly natural, I followed through thinking nothing else. So the answer is simple. I must be insane. Probably began 7 years ago. Ever since the accident that should have killed me. Ever since I miraculously returned from the brink of death. Dang. There's actually some parts of this I preferred from the original. Yeah. I think both of these scenes do things a little differently. There's a more feeling of insanity and in the original, where this feels almost more like helplessness. And yet at the same time, it also feels there's other cases for each. It's strange. They feel very different, the scenes. That said, the level of actual violence and you getting to see it is crazy. But I almost think like not seeing it was almost scarier, right? Not seeing the CG of her cut up. Because then your mind makes it more horrible, right? But then again, and I've learned this very acutely, some people don't have that ability to truly imagine things. And, you know, that's a shame. That's why horror movies will show the monster, right? Yeah. Anyways, I hear the distant sound of rain. The long and gentle hiss of rainfall touching down. My head is hazy. My throat aches with every breath. I can't help but wince.
四季様
Suddenly, I sense a person, a voice by my side. Oh. Oh.
自分の部屋だ
I find myself lying in my own bed. I put on the glasses that are placed next to my pillow.
おはようございます四季様
翡翠
はいお体の具合はいかがでしょうか
What a strange question to ask. How am I feeling? Why would I...
なん
That's a good question. Why am I sleeping here?
俺は人を殺し
I stop short of saying it. The reasoning part of me hits the brakes, impelling me not to utter the word.
翡翠俺どうしてここに
覚えていらっしゃらないのですか四季様
Hisui furrows her brow ever so slightly.
学校の方から四季様は早退したというお電話がありましたですが夕方になっても帰ってこられず姉が探しに行ったところ公園でお休みになっていたそうです
I hope she princess carried me.
公園って近くの公園
はい四季様はベンチで休まれておりその後
Oh,
ご自分の足で屋敷までお帰りになられました
dang, bro was on autopilot. This is just like the movie Click starring Adam Sandler.
嘘だろそんな覚え全くないんだけど
四季様の記憶が定かではないのはそうおかしなことではないと思います貧血による衰弱で四季様は意識が混濁していたようなので
I don't remember anything. Still, I can't deny any of what Hisui has told me.
ああもう夜の9時なんだ全然記憶にないや
はいお屋敷に戻られた四季様は
眠りたいとだけ告げてお部屋で休まれたのです。お医者様をお呼びしようとしたのですが、四季様はいつものことだから。
Hey, maybe don't take the medical advice of someone who is in a current to anemic stupor.
そうか。確かに貧血で倒れるのはいつものことだけど。
This time was different. I killed someone. No. Wait.
翡翠、俺どんな格好をしてたんだ？
は？
だから服装、俺のシャツとか靴とか、その血で。
They should have been soaked in it.
四季様の制服でしたら汚れていましたので洗濯をしておりますが。
洗濯って、あんな血だらけの服を？
確かに泥にまみれてはおりましたが、血液らしきものはありませんでした。それに汚れていたのはシャツとズボンだけで、上着は特に何も。
Why would they be muddy? Interesting. Where are we going with this? That can't be right. I was kneeling in a sea of blood. My arms and legs should have been stained red.
四季様、何か良くない夢でも見られていたのですか？先ほどまでうなされていたようですし、今もお顔の色が優れません。
Hisui looks directly at me.
夢って。
Could it have been a dream? Oh. That's new. I don't think we saw that. If it was for a very brief moment. That sensation. That smell of blood. That woman in white. A miracle given flesh.
いや、そうだよな。あんなのは悪い夢だ。
We know there's no white women in Japan. I let out a relieved sigh. That's right. It was nothing more than a horrible dream. I'd never do something that would break my promise with Master. Especially without a decent reason.
目が覚めた。
I wonder if she would be told about that, would she be like, oh yeah, no, it's a true ancestor, you're okay.
四季様のご気分さえよろしければ、夕食の支度をいたします。
You mean get Kohaku prepared, right?
いや、夕食は。
I know it was only a dream, but I still can't get the color or smell of blood out of my head.
ごめん、いらない。今晩はこのまま眠ることにする。それより翡翠。
はい。何でしょうか、四季様。
そのさ、俺夕方に帰ってきたらしいけど。
秋葉様ならその時間はお帰りになられてはおりませんでした。
Hisui gives me an inquisitive look, as if to say what about
い
it.
や、別に何でもないんだ。帰ってきてまだ3日目なのに迷惑をかけて呆れてるだろうなって。
確かに秋葉様はご気分を害されておりましたが、呆れているというわけではなさそうでした。
Hisui takes a step back after she
それ
speaks.
では失礼します。何かご用がおありでしたらお呼びください。
ああ、ありがとう。もう一つ聞き忘れてた。
はい。何でしょう、四季様。
外、雨が降ってるんだね。いつから降り始めたのかな？
四季様がお帰りになられる前からです。姉が見つけたとき、四季様は雨に濡れていたとのことです。
That can't be good for his health. Really? I don't remember that either. Did the blood get washed off? Or, the only other thought is, did her blood, like, retract so she can respawn? And it comes up like mud because she's like a connection with the earth or something? I don't know, huh? Or wait, or did the blood go away and the mud just comes from the walking back in the rain? Huh. I guess my anemia was particularly bad this time. I should just rested at school.
おやすみ。今日は本当にすまない。琥珀さんにもお礼を伝えておいてくれ。
かしこまりました。それではおやすみなさいませ。
夢だったんだ。
The words feel bleak coming from my lips. Nothing feels real. Not the horrible dream, nor the fact it was a dream. So, bro, are you just gonna lay here with the lights on? Oh, right, no, right. I was gonna say, like, you're just gonna lay here with the lights on, but no, he said all the lights turn off automatically, so he could just lay here with the lights on and it's fine. The rain falls hard outside. My head is still a little heavy. I peer at my chest. My scar from 7 years ago stands out starkly against my skin like burn marks. The knife my father left me is sitting on the desk in my room. It was a dream. There's no way it was anything else. I repeat those words in my head to convince myself and close my eyes. I exhale deeply, like I'm trying to expel some deep-seated odor from my lungs. My consciousness fades and I'm ushered into a deep, dark slumber. When I was a child, I remember someone urging me to never tell a lie I didn't believe myself. Dang. Yeah, no, that section, I do think it was done very well. Like I said, there's just a few things. I think it's, you know what it might be? It might literally just be the shock of seeing it for the first time, you know, experiencing it raw was strong. Whereas I've now seen it multiple times across multiple forms. So the shock factor is less, right? But it's still really well done. It's still really well done. I have told people, I've literally told people the premise of this game of, you know, you play as this guy, he's anemic, and he, you know, is going back to school, you know, going back from school after an anemic attack. He sees this white woman, right? And he follows her, takes a knife and cuts her into 17 pieces. And that's all I say. Or I'll show them the trailer that's cut for just the scenes of that, all edited together into like a trailer. And I'll just show them that. And they go, dang, that's a premise. Because it's such a good premise, right? Just that idea of this feeling coming over and dealing with it. It's huge. It's such a really, really good premise, right? And so I've shown people and they're like, wow, dang, like that's something interesting. So maybe that's part of the reason why, like I said, this game, I went to GameStop and it was all sold out. So that said, thank you all for watching. We will see you next time where maybe we'll see White Woman again. Who knows? I mean, we know we will, but it's kind of fun to play along and pretend like I don't know some of the stuff coming up. But I mean, more exciting than that is the stuff I don't know that's coming up. Like from what I hear, most of the CL route. So thank you all for watching, guys. We will see you next time for some more Tsukihime, A Piece of Blue Glass Moon. Ciao. Yo.